Good morning, YMCA family and non-family. We're here for everybody. But my name is Chris Bryan, and I'm going to be doing our daily Devo today. And it's coming from a place that I've had to really work at, and so I know that a lot of people, even people with families, people with children, are going through this. And it's like, well, I'm a grandparent, I'm a parent, and I'm having to deal with all of these new issues, and I'm having to come up with different things. And so it's really coming from a place that, like I said, I had to work at, and I'm still working at, and I'm getting better with the Lord and all of this stuff. But it comes from Romans 16 and 20, and that verse, it says, "For the God of peace will crush Satan under your feet. May the grace of the Lord Jesus be with you." And so it's like, how am I supposed to be able to live in a world of peace? How am I supposed to have peace when all of this stuff is going on, with coronavirus going on for families and parents and grandparents? It's like, now I'm having to take off work. I can't go to work, or now I'm having to watch and babysit my kids because they can't go to school. All of these things are coming up, and it's like our mind and our brain is beginning to be chaotic. And with that chaos, we may not see it and we may not think that it is this, but fear is beginning to pour into our lives, and fear is beginning to set the direction of our decisions, and it's making our life choices and everything that we're doing. And so all of this fear is coming into our minds and in our hearts when we're supposed to be living in peace. And it's like, what does peace even mean? Well, peace means a moment or a place of tranquility, a moment of calmness, a place of calmness. So the God of tranquility, the God of calmness lives within our lives. And so we're supposed to be able to live and resonate in that. But also, just moving forward, is that in 2 Timothy 1 and 7, it says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of self-discipline." And so with all of these things that God has given us to triumph over fear, one, that we can live in a place of just calmness and stillness and not have to worry about anything, because God is in control of that. But even when we sometimes are human and we don't let ourselves believe that, He has given us the power of God. He has given us the love of Jesus and the self-discipline that we should be working on every day. That's reading the Bible, that's praying, that's just trusting, believing, having faith. So why are we even worried about it? So when we have, did it stop?
I think so.
I can edit it. When we have all three of those things, the power, the love, and the self-discipline, we are able to cast out the fear. We are able to cast out Satan, which goes back to the first verse that we read, is that the God of peace will crush Satan under your feet. He'll crush out that fear. He'll crush out that chaos. So what I want you to take away from this Devo is to begin to live in the peace that God has placed within your life. Everything is not going to go the way that we want it, and everything's not going to be exactly how we plan it and want it to be. But with God and with peace and with the love and the power and the self-discipline that He instills in us, we are able to move past and move forward anything that the enemy places in front of us. So that's even with this corona situation, that we may think that it's leading and it's directing our lives. It's not. We need to continue to allow Christ to run our lives, and Christ to set our path and our direction and continue to go in that direction. So that's just something I want you guys to be able to take with you, and something to hold on, is to just be able to have the peace and the love of Jesus within you and in your hearts. So from my heart to yours, that's our daily Devo.